Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 3rd of February. The Sun continues in the sign of Aquarius. This is an opportunity for you to refresh your relationships or your attitudes to them. But he's also forging a great link to Venus all this week, asking you to be practical in your approach. But that could be a little bit tricky at times because of Mercury's combination with Neptune in an area that's to do with deeper, closer commitments. And one of these could throw up some concerns this week, or at least some confusion. And it's going to be important to try to understand why this is. Partly, it's because Venus and Jupiter continue in an opposition through till Wednesday, and Jupiter and Uranus, the planet of freedom, are continuing to square up and will do so for the whole of this month. This suggests that there may be some parts of your relationships that you're resisting because you want to be free. It might be at a very subtle psychological level, when we all have to understand that there is a degree of commitment that we have to show, even if there's part of us that always wants to be a single person. If we're in a relationship of any kind, we have to meet people halfway. And the way you meet people halfway at the moment may be through a spirit of compromise. Now, that might be true all of the time, but there may be part of you that's finding this particularly difficult. And I think this has been the case for the last 3 years, because the nitty-gritty side of it can all seem a little bit dull and oppressive. And there's part of you that's craving for excitement still. The quarter moon, which occurs on Thursday, coincides with Mercury starting a backward journey, which will last in your 8th solar house through to the middle of this month. The suggestion is, if you are talking to anyone or relating with anyone on a financial or business matter, you do need to be sure that you're keeping an open mind about the information you're receiving. If need be, get 2 or 3 other sources of information to check out the facts, because even unintentionally somebody could say something at the moment which is not actually accurate or true. There could, at its worst, even be a little bit of deception, and it's therefore very important that we're all aware of our motives. More positively, Mars, in a chit-chat part of your scope, is combining well with Saturn, and it's possible that you could forge a better relationship with a sibling or neighbour at this time, but again it comes through having realistic expectations. The crunch point of this week, however, probably occurs in the last few days, when the Sun does square up with Saturn, and this suggests that there may be one family relationship or very close relationship which is just putting an unacceptable amount of pressure on you in terms of what you're expected to do for them, or perhaps it's just you who's feeling very throttled by always having to be the person who listens or helps or provides protection and care for somebody else. So there could be some inner challenges going on this week as much as outer ones, and it can relate to the way you relate in general, but the Sun is still there with Venus, basically very virtuous and positive for you, but it's just saying you need to be real. It's probably not going to be a utopian situation around any relationship, and if you can accept that, then you can see your glass as being half full and not half empty. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.